my interactions with Raven shows that she thinks that she's hot shit above everybody else. It's I've heard Connor complain to me about them that day that we had that altercation with her, with Raven, at my port. They actually just left. They left him there. They literally got back on their sloop and fucked off and didn't come back until like 10, 15 minutes later to pick him back up.
That's fucked up.
Like, I'm sorry, that's not super experienced. You know, we're training other privateers how to be better behavior.
They frustrated me the other day when the Blood Buccaneers or whatever the fuck they're called, they wanted to, you know, do a bit of diplomacy and talk to the Crimson Black. And so we go over to the fucking Freeport and tell the Crimson Black, hey, these guys want to talk to you. And Slade just says, why haven't you sunk them yet? And I'm like, okay. And we sail back over. And we're like, okay,
they were
I
wanting
guess
to
we're
parlay.
sinking you. Yeah.
So he had you go break a parlay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've gotten your formal report to that particular engagement yet, so I have a couple of reports I have to read, but make sure you include that.
Yeah, I think somebody's written it all down.
The more I hear about the way they operate and see the thing and see one of their guys. So yes, they're on duty at the, you know, down at the trade fair, but a trade fair is still a place to relax and kind of like let loose a little bit, have a little bit of fun. One of their guys, fuck, what was his name? Alistair.
Mm-hmm.
Had some bunny ears on over his helmet. Like, he was wearing his helmet, but he had the bunny ears on, you know, under his helmet. And she sat there and just tore the guy a new asshole in front of 15 people, most of which were pirates.
Well, they are very regimental, so if he was outside their standard practice, he's already trained on how their operations are. Like, if my crew was doing something out of line too, I would have to handle that as well. I'm not as strict as they are, but
there's a level of strictness that needs to come with being a military organization. Yes, I do understand this, but when everybody else is allowed to be essentially, you know, I don't want to say goof off, but like loosen up a little bit. Like, ask Cedric. He was at our trade fair last year. Every privateer group was welcome to just have fun. Even if they were on duty, just enjoy themselves. You only have to, you know, the guns and armor only need to come out if things start going down.
Yeah. Well, you remember Crimson Black ran our trade fair security. It went really well, minus the
and I got a knife through
situation. Well, they weren't frisking you with the rubber glove. You didn't pass that particular checkpoint. Now, if you wanted to have that, if you remember, there was that Garfield with the rubber glove at the entrance to signify that that potentially could happen.
I went through that checkpoint several times.
Oh, I have to get the rubber glove one made. You're giving me more work to do.
Either way, what I'm saying, basically what I'm getting at, last year, you know, was last year, and that's whatever, it was a year ago. But how many people strong are you guys?
Just shy of 30.
They are half your size. They are guarantee you a quarter of your skill. Why are you answering to them?
They actually work for me by contract. They're sharing military knowledge. Again, I have a contract with them. They're here on my own bequest. It's not like they're taking over anything or anything like that.
Oh,
they're trying
they
to
think they
focus
are.
on
or at least Raven does.
No, I get status reports and stuff with the interactions and stuff with that type of stuff. I've had a lot of number of conversations with Miss Raven and Commander Slade. They ask for information about what I would like to have trained and such like that. I focus on some stuff like that that we can't do internally at times. A lot of stuff we're now able to do internally with some of our recent recruiting as well, which is helping fill that gap. We have pulled in some former colleagues from West Virginia So we have been reinforcing quite nicely on the privateer front. So yes, our privateer repertoire has quite been fortified over the last, I would say, last week since the rotation of staff. And from the prior engagements that I've been seeing in the reports, the crew has been doing an outstanding job. Still rough around the edges in some areas, but I am very proud of this crew.
I know probably very well a large portion of your crew, and you've got a lot of talent here.
Mm.
And you don't need a crew half your size to tell you how to do your job, because you all do it very well. If you weren't doing your job well, we wouldn't have relied on you when you guys were up in D2. And we sure as hell wouldn't have had you guys be the first people we told Horizon about when we started talking about that.
Aye. But they don't dictate any of our policies or anything like that either.
Then you
Now, the patrol stuff was none of the crew had done a security operation on land. They had done a few. I let them take point to build up a structure for that to see how it goes. I'm looking at it as well from my point of view, so I can do adjustments to meet our needs for what we need for our crew. Because, as I said, they're more regimental than I am. Like, I like to keep a general structure, but I am not anally retentive to the level of what color the dingleberry must be on the left butt cheek kind of thing.
I've done
Usually
land
red.
security a couple of times. I
That's a
felt like
fucking
I could have helped there.
What was that, Mr. Cedric? I'm sorry.
I said I've done trade fair security on land a couple of times. I feel like I could have helped there, but I was
Bert
told
could
to
also
sit
help
on
with that.
rocks for
We
a
could
few
help with that.
hours.
You were actually pulled aside as one of the people that they pulled aside originally were the ones I picked out from the skill sets that would have had the most capability to the adapt.
You can help with land shit. Training. Most sorts.
Filling 17 chamber pots randomly scattered around the island, and you have less than an hour to find them and do them.
That's Mosey's job.
Oh yeah, it's a crappy situation all around. However, the tigers here will scare the shit out of you, so at least you'll have a place to go. Yes, Mr. Cedric, that's why you were pulled out to the other side originally during the selection of the teammates with the others.
I don't know what
Thank you.
like I was allowed to do though, because every time I would walk away from my rock I was told to be on to like talk to the group, I was told, shouldn't you be?
Yes,
So
that's
I had to
Nima,
go
did I
back to
miss
my
you?
rock.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, okay.
they were leading the
Oh, you
security.
got me.
Obviously, we were there to assist and such. But for like when we do stuff like that, I saw things that I liked and I saw things I didn't like. So we'll be adjusting to our own design. If that makes sense. And
Yeah.
since you said you've done a number of these, I'll work with you to help customize it a bit. But I wanted to see how things were going to operate and interact with on the other side of things as well. So it was kind of a multi-pronged knowledge gain, basically. I wanted to see what they were doing more intently. I wanted to see how our crew would do on a situation like that. And then also I wanted to see what things I would want to tweak for when we do things solo without another organization involved. So there was a lot of takeaways there. Some things I liked, some things I didn't.
Lottie,
that's
you
where
got food in front of you.
It's the sussy
Are they-
nudes. Don't turn down Vanna's sussy nudes.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, I get saucy nudes now.
God damn it, Jackie.
Oh no,
Bert
you
can
get
help with
shot
that.
trying to. You get shot
I
trying to do
just
that.
realized something.
What's up, Eleanor?
Bathtub's empty.
I went from looking like a pirate to looking like a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go smack your husband and he
I like the
can
pirate outfit better.
make it
Right.
accurate. I'm pretty sure you could put one in the oven.
Oh no, fuck that. I
That's
am
gotta be
not
okay.
doing a raven on that one. No, ma'am.
You got plenty of apple
I
juice.
mean, no, sir. Oh no. See, I don't think I can play it off. I'm just like
No, you just be bitchy
don't-
nonstop. I understand.
Yeah, you have a role model right over there in
Wow.
Crimson Black. Like, I might get slapped for that one.
no. You know what? It's fine. Does that mean I'd be commander too then?
Just request
You're
She's
just
who's your
HR.
daddy. we
quiet
give you
down
this.
slowly? No, like it's since she is technically a commander, it's just so it's like will Barlow just slowly get quieter through time? Is that the case? Will you become a slave?
I'm
You
Barlow.
did this to yourself.
No, I feel like you're just fishing to try to figure they've done nothing to you.
No.
Just
No.
being a bitch.
I get what she's
I know you're a bitch.
I get what
That's-
she's saying.
You told me to be a bitch, and I'll be a bitch. And
No, I
now
said
you're
you are a
mad.
bitch, not become one. You can't change into something you already are.
Wow.
Right on. Give
Wow.
him one on his left butt cheek.
I'm afraid to, so I don't live here.
She doesn't know where all the toys are.
Gimme.
How about we just kidnap Eleanor? We got a few slots in our roster now.
That's my wife.
Oh, you little. Give it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it
bitch.
works.
Barlow, give it.
Oh, I'll give it to you, all right.
Oh, I will shoot you, mother
Put your gun
flower.
away.
That is not a command. You took my knife. Give me my knife. You missed.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Thank
This
you. love.
is this is. What are you doing with the knife? Come on, come on. I know you're rusty. Come on. There you go. Takes a minute to come back. Ah.
But yeah, no, mostly I wasn't comfortable with how much shit she was talking about you guys. Especially as much shit she was talking to you guys to a pirate group.
You broke the knife.
Because everything that that I quoted back to you were things that was said not 2 hours ago to Smoke and Mirrors.
What did Smoke
With-
and Mirrors say in return?
Laughed and agreed. I mean, they're pirates.
Oh, Retta, by the way, that lady on the bathtub
What's
over there
that?
is our kidnapped Jaeger.
Oh, I know her.
What brought this up? Do you know?
What brought it up?
Here.
Because she was paying them for information to get dirt on other privateer companies, and I was stood there and took notes on everything.
Ooh.
Well, I've seen the sinners at the base, and they kidnapped Jurgen at one point.
Ah, no.
It kind of sounds like funding pirates.
Dang it. I don't know why I run away and never actually make it away.
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah.
was in front of Navy personnel as well.
What did the Navy personnel do?
Didn't say a damn thing. They were in the cities, so they didn't want to put
Scared
themselves
off
at risk,
and
most
talking about
likely.
themselves.
Mm-hmm.
He painted your face green, you know that, right?
I never get away, so I kind of gave up by now. He got into the paint again.
It's
She
okay.
You
Well,
just should have seen me the day that Vex was going her way, and I got my face painted
Who?
like a clown because I was fucking clowning around.
Oh no, you just gotta kick them
The
their
wit.
mask.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
all.
on, hold on. Bex came up too, actually.
Who?
Oh.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Apparently, because she was the witch that cursed Flemington's hat, right?
Yeah, that was completely hogwash. It was just a ruse.
Ugh.
It just took forever.
Quote,
That was an entire
quote
clusterfuck
Raven.
in itself.
hold on. Quote Raven. Vex isn't even that good of a witch. If you want a witch, you'd come to me.
Interesting.
Legitimately, it's the third thing that I wrote down.
She told somebody to come to her. That's interesting.
I think she misspelled witch. She forgot the B.
Yeah, I was thinking the same damn thing.
She's on fire.
But yeah, she
The
apparently
bathtub's boiling over there.
she got information from them on Strong Arm, on Vanguard, and Jaegers. The only people she didn't talk about were you guys, but she did talk shit about you guys. Sorry, the only people that Smoke and Mirrors didn't talk about were no, they brought you up too. They told her about your pirate reformation thing where you guys powwowed here and sat in bathtubs and apparently ate pizza and drank booze.
Hey, they had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They
We were
didn't
talking to
remember
them.
anything about Barlow, apparently.
But yeah, no, she she was real interested to hear that with from them, and that's where the you guys are very green, and it's her job to teach you how to be respectable privateers came up.
We should war games them to show who's really green, you know.
We should war games them. I was thinking of already talking to Connor about it and seeing what he thinks about it.
I just feel like isn't it part of being a privateer is to include everyone in reform pirates?
Mhm.
Not everyone, no.
It's like it's a well, you have to be like flexible. We literally were hired by the crown to be able to protect the crown and to protect civilians.
And even then,
So if you want,
part protection doesn't always have to be flying cannonballs. It can be discussion.
Yes, that's what the discussion was with Smoke and Mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of them that seem like they have talents that would be more feasible in trade or entertainment.
But now Raven thinks that you guys just
combat.
invited them over here to fuck around.
No, they can think what they want. I'm not reporting to other privateer groups, especially a group that I have hired to do some work for me. So, as I said, it's on the other way around.
Have you guys gotten your Horizon letter, by the way?
no,
No, I haven't received any letters from you guys.
I can check my mailbox. Hold on.
Not yet. I was going to bring that up in a minute, actually.
So you have official paperwork now from that?
We have actually gotten approval by all 3 operations secretaries.
Good
Davenport, Puffins, and Kalani. We had a nice little meeting about it in our annex on the trade docks. I don't have that paperwork on me because it would be very dangerous to travel with. Should anything happen.
Just stuff it up your prison pocket and then use your throwing knife. You'll be fine.
Wow. How dare.
God
That-
damn it,
that's
you
how
made
you
me
have to
choke on my
smuggle
wallet. I mean, my water.
Choke on your wallet?
Your wallet.
Long way to
Why are you drinking? What?
Why are you drinking? Why are you eating your wallet?
So Barlow,
Yes.
I need some. Oh well, I'll probably take the trade money for that one. I'll do it later. I'm gonna go get some lop bunnies.
No,
Bunnies.
bunnies.
No,
You know
why? They're breeding. Oh, I'm doing it.
Oh, God.
Eleanor, you know this is a bunny-free port.
Lop bunnies don't have bunny ears.
They're floppy.
They're literally in the name.
Mhm.
They're breeding. They're a stock of animal. It's not like they'll live long.
They do give bunny meat, so
Mhm.
they'll be dying.
It's a food thing.
So we might be a little.
I totally know it's a food thing.
They won't be kept out. And we have an enclosed barn. I can keep going.
You know that's extremely dangerous.
Why are bunnies extremely dangerous?
Because we have a person that has PTSD around rabbits.
Wait, but he
I'm
said
sorry?
he said bunny's ears perked, not like flopping over.
Have you not seen the signs around our port?
No.
There's one under the kitchen special sign. Over there.
Still gonna do it. I forgot that that's the type of meat that we need.
Mm-hmm.
That just means she got really friendly with the goblin. That's all.
For Bert.
I'm going to get a bear. And they will only be bred in certain times of the day and be kept in
You
a
look
secure
like a
box.
pear.
Oh my
A
god.
bear?
Hi, Hazel.
That is final.
My full goblin.
Hi.
Are you telling me that something's final? Out of everybody here, that's the one person you don't tell that to.
I am a breeder and I say I needed lot bunnies.
Yes, but I'm protecting the company's location from explosive barrels and a person that has a mental psychosis around raft.
You act like I'm going to leave them around the port to walk around. They're breeding creatures.
I have seen you do that very thing with other animals. So yes, I do. And this is not the time to discuss this.
Eleanor, you got more green.
I must get more red.
Well, now you're a goblin. You have to live with that.
Alright, so
Kind of reminds me of Laura.
It's like an asparagus.
but
I wonder if she has
yeah.
tales about these.
So yeah, concerning Horizon, that's all been signed off on by the operations secretaries. We have the paperwork at home, but we sent an invitation through Zid through the mail.
Okay.
So as soon as you guys can get up, or hopefully you, Barlow, can get up to our port, and we can show you the back room and everything, we can get you a key.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's what Mosey's been working on.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll work. You know how it is. The job boards will work fairly similar to the guild job board. The only difference is you actually have to take the contract and get it signed under you to claim the contract. And then when you go out, complete it, come back, give us a report on the ending information, anything pertinent that you guys know of. When you get paid out upon completion, and it'll be better than the Navy pays you.
Aye.
Because you want to make sure that you get, properly compensated for the work you do.
Yep, our best pay so far has been the security detail work, ironically enough.
How much are they paying you for that?
We got paid 8 on that one for doing 24. Which was more than a weekly pay salary, usually.
Yeah.
They've also... it wasn't per day. I saw the paperwork. I've seen the paperwork. That's how I knew how much we were going to be getting for our portion of it. Because they were on a multi-day contract. We were brought in for a single day. You guys seem to be having issues with your intel, it seems like. Because factual information I have doesn't seem to be lining up with your word of mouth intel. And if you guys are going to be gathering intel, you guys need to start vetting your process a bit better, I think. Because that's going to be dead dangerous if we get bad intel.
Okay,
Yes, but you're also a civilian. They're not going to legitimately tell you everything either.
Exactly.
Either way,
Like,
though,
I wouldn't be telling Rand.
My intel comes straight from Raven's mouth, and the stories told by Smoke and Mirrors. Granted, yes, they are pirate stories, which obviously you take with as much many grains of salt as you'd like.
At least a green can or two.
Our information gathering.
Oh yes, I understand.
Barlow, do not discount our information gathering. Probably gather information more than any other quote-unquote civilian company on the.
Yes, but verification is also required. One source is not considered validated either. So anything I ever get is always revalidated. That's just proper protocols. Because if you hear something from one direction, it could be skewed from another direction, etc.
Right.
You can
which is
confirm
why
it by getting it from multiple sources.
Which is why, in the case of the things that I heard from Raven today, I'm not the only person that heard her say them.
Those are pirate cookies I just gave you.
I just ate one.
Potentially poisoned.
It's just a little
whose
stale.
cookies- I know whose cookies those are. Good cookies.
She almost
Yeah.
beat me to death today.
With the cookies?
Yeah, I told her I wanted oatmeal and raisin cookies, and she beat me to death almost.
Yeah.
Why does everyone seem to hate oatmeal raisin cookies? I don't understand.
No, he likes his where they're dry.
Oh, when they're dry. Yeah, if they're like really, really dry, that's the worst. But if they're like good, like soft, moist, like oatmeal raisin cookies are so good.
Yeah, Mr. Cedric literally said he liked it when it was like dry, where they get stuck in your teeth
and throat.
To each their own.
Spawned an entire conversation on biscuits earlier too, but we'll not go back down that road.
But yeah, all I'm asking you is to not discount the information that I tell you here, because I came over here to tell you.
Yeah.
Two, she's saying this information, these things to pirates.
Yeah.
And it just makes, and the fact that she's they're here to train you. There are so many shitty privateers out there, and a sentence shortly after talking about you guys, that makes you look.
Looks underestimated. It looks like misinformation that's very helpful for us. You got to look at it on the bigger picture too, though. That's one thing that, yes, things are said, but if you think about it, the pirate crew identifies us and they're like, oh, these people are novices, and they underestimate the potential of the crew. What happens?
Pirate crew. That was. Oh no, I can remember.
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. I'm saying there's a lot of dialogue and stuff going on that very few people are in the circles to purposely. There's also a lot of information that's been sent out purposely to see who's hearing it and who's not. There is leaks that exist that are going to be plugged. There's a lot of stuff going on right now on the privateer side that there's a problem that exists.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yes,
I'm aware there are a lot of problems, which is why Ops is basically fucking giddy besides themselves that we were going to try to help you guys get information straight.
The problem is that there's still a leak amongst the privateers. And that's being hunted right now. So it's one of those things where if you have multiple pieces of information given out, I'm not saying this particular example, but I'm saying that there is a current situation going on right now where there might be multiple stories going out about the same subject matters given to different organizations, and we're seeing where they're, if you get my drift. And it's kind of surprising to see where some of it is going, by the way. I'll get to you with that privately, but it's kind of disheartening, to be honest.
What is?
I already know Vex's bullshit's already made it back to me.
Wait, what happened?
You're infiltrated by pirates, and the situation behind her leaving was bullshit, and I shut her down because I didn't want to fucking hear it.
Oh, Mr. Don also was telling people that same thing. We had to correct them.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I've only heard that from Vex so far.
Yeah, I've had a couple
she's
crews.
a sore subject, but I basically flat out I shut her down, basically telling her, honestly, everything that I'm seeing is just a conflict of personalities clashing, and it should be dropped because it just sounds like shit stirring.
Agreed. We also had a couple companies that apparently ran into Mr. Don after his removal, that he was disgruntled about and was saying similar.
I brushed past him at the Navy trade docks about a week or so ago, so he didn't say anything to me.
Yeah. But yeah, they haven't been back to this port since, and that's I think for the better.
Mm-hmm. I know she's over. They're over. Apparently, they're all over at
Wolven.
Wolfengard now. So,
Wait, all, including Mr. Don?
from what Vex told me yesterday, yeah.
Like I knew about the others because they had that paperwork transfer ready to go when they were departing us. They talked to them ahead of schedule to set up a new home as they were leaving here. But I didn't know they were still in touch with Mr. Don. But that explains some
I'll double
interesting
check on it
reports.
because Wolfengard is one of the groups that I need to follow up on for some stuff.
Aye.
But and of course I slept since last night, and it didn't really write down a lot of stuff from that conversation just because it just felt like her bitching. And I wasn't there for it. But I'm fairly certain she said that all of them are over there now. She listed off names, and I feel like Don was one of the names that came up.
That's interesting. So he had the ability to keep in communication with her somehow, because he hadn't really. He kind of left in an angry term, but the reason for dismissal was due to his outbursts, and he felt like his building capability wasn't going to mesh.
Well, I mean, if you got two builders, unless they're of a similar style and willing to work together, it usually ends up with bumping heads. I learned that the hard way last year.
Well, this port was mostly built in almost 24 hours, and then the additional stuff started happening afterward.
Oh, I know.
Like we had a home to come home to when we transferred.
Yeah, no. I know all of that. I'm still mad at you for moving, but I understand why you did. Still mad though.
Well, necessary need at the same time. There was a lot of things around that we had to do. Plus,
Like
it
I said,
opened up
I
a
understand.
stronger. Yeah, it's been good we've been down here. To be honest, though, we are actually setting a good precedence down here because there wasn't much authority visiting in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. Oh! This just sparked in my brain. Talked with some strong arm folks earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently it's going around that we were trying to do shady, underhanded shit to undermine the blue.
Let them continue to share that, and then you have that documentation that put egg on their face.
No, we slapped it down pretty much immediately, and I have a feeling I know where it came from. Yeah, no, we let them in on it almost immediately. But again, it's strong arm, so their paperwork, if they give us any information, will be handled differently. And I already told them that if they were really interested in this, I need to talk with their leadership, and they need to come over to our island, not us to go to them.
Yeah, I still have to talk to their leaders because they kind of left us high and dry, and they needed to respond to that, and they've yet to do so.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That pissed me off.
Yep. It was blatantly done based on the reports I was given. There was no objection to the fact that what they were doing was to basically sabotage that event.
Who was it that you guys were under attack from?
Based on the papers that I got from the bragging individual submitted was from the sinners.
Okay.
So, yeah. We were engaged in a 2-on-1 fight. White Sail went to get for help. They ran into them. They said that they were following to help assist, and they turned off right before the shimmer into our grid.
Apparently, again, pirate info, take with a grain of salt. According to Smoke and Mirrors, Strong Arm's been paying them to do jobs for them. Underhanded shit mostly.
They have been saying that they've been doing mercenary work against the Black. They
have
no,
this wasn't against Black
with the Navy, but really,
this was Strong Arm paying Smoke and Mirrors to siege Vanguard, in order to make Vanguard run to Strong Arm, so Strong Arm could basically tell them to fuck off. And the reason why that was happening is because apparently there was a war game or something between Strong Arm and Vanguard just took off in the middle of it and made them kind of look silly sitting there in the middle of the ocean, like, what the fuck? So it
That's
pissed them
not what
off,
I
and
heard
they
about
wanted to
their
teach
war
them a
game.
lesson. I don't know. I didn't
That
get
is
the full.
not what I heard.
The voice, like their voices were kind of taken a little bit by the wind, and I only caught half the story.
So
had
what
to
I
refresh the
heard
cheese partway
was
through it. So
Vanguard tabled Strong Arm during the war game, and they haven't talked to them since.
I heard the
Vanguard has
same
been
thing
basically
about the
shunned by them.
Jaegers, actually.
What about the Jaegers?
That Jaegers bodied Strong Arm, and Strong Arm has been having issues with them since.
Is that accurate, Miss Jackie?
I don't know anything about that.
That's what Tale had told me recently.
Yeah,
That was a story from a few weeks ago.
As far as I know, we've been getting along with a Strong Arm very well, and Vanguard.
Yeah, I don't know outside of that, so.
Yeah, I haven't been awake since Monday.
I mean, this would have been something that would have happened weeks ago, as far as I understand.
So what exactly?
Apparently, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. What exactly did they say? Something about us leaving them high and dry?
No, Vanguard, and that's why it come up. Like, apparently, Vanguard bodied Strong Arm, and apparently you guys had done that at some point too. So
they double booked us. So I remember that one actually. So we showed up at Vanguard, and so did Strong Arm at the same time. So it looks like it looked like they were supposed to be tandeming with one of us, and accidentally kind of double booked. And then Strong Arm decided to just, pull away and not do the patrol with us that night. We would have, given up our spot if they needed it.
yeah. Let's see. Other stuff from this, because I just want to tell you guys the story of what we heard. That way, if you have information that corroborates it, we can kind of solidify it a little bit. You know what I mean? Apparently, Strong Arm had paid off Smoke and Mirrors to kidnap somebody who annoyed them. And I think I had overheard somebody say something about the Jaegers on that one, but I don't know. Didn't catch too much details on that one because they were really tight-lipped about it. Apparently, Strong Arm is paying for people to bring them Navy uniforms. Apparently, Vanguard.
That doesn't sound shady as fuck.
Fucking right.
Is this gonna turn into another Red Fist incident?
The shit that they had last time.
Yes.
Seems like it.
That's kind of what we're trying to fucking stop with Horizon, because it really shouldn't be a red sale company essentially bossing around other red sale companies. It should be somebody using themselves as an info hub to help get that information out to people, to help each other, to help people.
I'm more worried about the fact that there might be extortion and other things happening out of a red cell company.
Mm-hmm.
The information is, I think, secondary on this. If they're trying to acquire Navy uniforms and they're paying black sales to do dirty work for them, there is something not kosher there. If that information can be collaborated through a second source to confirm, that would be helpful.
I could probably do some poking on that one.
I'm pretty good at poking for information. Just saying.
We have. I mean, Barlow, we talk to people. We get lots of info.
Aye.
Other things here. Apparently, Vanguard and Sinners have made a deal not to hurt each other or go after each other. Sinners want to turn Vanguard black and would pay them to do so. One of the other groups of Smoke and Mirrors has said they heard that they are going to be turning black.
Interesting.
Didn't they also give Smoke and Mirrors a champagne bottle for sinking one of their ships as compensation?
Oh, yeah. Apparently, I think we had talked about, I don't remember who I talked about this before. I know it was somebody over here that Vanguard was already pretty bloodthirsty, right?
Yes.
Apparently, one of the stories was that they had pulled, that Smoke and Mirrors had pulled over a white-sailed sloop with a green flare, and they were talking, and Vanguard came in, essentially guns blazing, red flare, and immediately cannons started going out while, they were standing on the side of the ship talking with the civilians and not even like on the civilian ship.
Yeah.
Vanguard sunk them, but apparently someone had a conscience and felt bad because they gave them champagne bottles so they could christen their next ship.
So it sounds like they've confirmed that information then, because the Navy wasn't too happy to hear about that. And one of our captured actually protested that. And when we were having dialogue with the other members of their company about the reform program, they made comment about the fact that we're not seeming to be bloodthirsty. We actually were able to communicate versus other organizations, and they mentioned Vanguard by name because they explained what happened during that event. The story matched the same as the night of the interrogation, as well as what was given to the Navy prison. So it seems like the story has been repeated enough, plus the omission of a champagne bottle as guilt seems to be like it was an accurate statement then.
See, I knew you guys being down south would help us hear things.
Well, we captured one of them from that fight. They were on a raft.
Well, shit.
Mr. Marcus has his first he has his first sinking under his command by taking out a raft.
Damn, Isabella got you beat. She took out a sloop.
Run it over.
I actually did run it over.
Running into your ship doesn't count when it's parked.
I've sank asleep.
I mean, by that count, our port has a two ship sink because we've sunk one Jaeger ship and one French ship.
Jaeger, is that part of that 4 ships that you lost?
Oh, it was. It was a sloop, and it was Tale, and he somehow managed to embed his sloop on our wharf, and it was when the rubber banding was really bad.
Well, that's how baby sloops get made.
That's how piranhas are made.
I don't trust that
we had to break part of the wharf because Tale was stuck waist deep in the wharf.
I'm not even going to tell jokes because it's just too easy with that information. But yeah, yes, it was. That sounds amazing. Glad he got out, but goddamn.
Wait, was he face in or face out?
Face out. Now the French, the person from La Royale that we had to free this morning was fully embedded in the goddamn wharf. I ran out of the docks.
Over the wharf, like his whole sloop went over the wharf. Lost the plank and then just
what kind of cement are you guys using?
Fuck if I know. All I know
wet
is I went down there.
Is fucking solid when we're done. Yours apparently
is I went down there. I went down there to see what the fuck was going on. I saw like the ruins of a sloop in my docking bay, and next thing you know, the wharf under my feet was talking to me, saying, "I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm stuck."
It's like there's a wharf talking. Oh, I don't know to go down.
Jesus.
Must be a Hoffa brand.
But yeah. Oh, and then apparently, and I know this is kind of going back on Raven again. Apparently, she was like bragging about Crimson Black's pirate history.
They were long. I'm talking about many years ago.
Oh, I know. And she was all like, "That's why our flag is black and red, and you know, like they're 4 leaders."
But everyone's black and red. That's why we try to avoid those colors because it's like
I'm fucking black and red because it looks good on me.
I was black and red.
You know,
even if you just wore black, your name's Retta for fuck's sakes. You can't really escape it.
You know, right? I didn't name me. My parents did. But yeah, no, it just bothered me because she started talking about how there was a pirate coalition, and like the only thing I could think at the time was like, if pirates have to make a coalition and stick together like that, those are some weak ass pirates. Then I started to say it, and then I bit my tongue and remembered who I was talking to.
Yeah. I've been hearing rumors that pirates are starting to communicate to try to organize, which is going to become dangerous, obviously. But
I don't think so, honestly, because I know for a fact that the Sinners don't like how some of the pirate groups down south. I know for a fact that some of the pirate groups down south don't even like each other. So this might actually be my first deployment where I don't have to worry about seeing shit like that.
It's still early, though.
True, but it's a lot of clashing personalities between the groups that I've talked to, and I don't think they'll mesh well.
That's It's our hope, though. But eventually, what's going to happen is those clashing and meshings are going to start breaking people apart. You're going to start seeing people walk from one side to another, mixing and matching to get their same personality types together. I can almost guarantee that'll happen.
Maybe, but all we gotta do is keep planting information that one's talking shit about the other one.
That's valid.
Pirates will listen to any fucking type of scuttlebutt like that just to get into a fight. Let's be real.
Seems like the same issue though with privateers though at the moment, from what we're hearing from across the board.
For some, yeah.
I have no comment.
But yeah, but no, I figured, you guys would want to hear some of this shit as it was still fresh on my mind, and the ink was still drying on my notes. So, because Raven paid 8 gold for all this information, and I just sat there and absorbed it all for free.
The hell do you get 8 gold like that?
Because quote, hold on, where is it? I wrote this down. I get paid pretty damn well. I am the leader.
No, she said it more like, I get paid pretty well.
I'm not gonna try to. I'm not gonna try to imitate that. Like, that's far and above my ability to do imitations on. I don't want to become disgusted with myself.
I don't know why that made me sneeze.
That's a brain food.
Bless you, my child.
Aww.
But yeah, no. But apparently, this book has information on, like I said, it's on Vanguard, Strong Arm, and a little bit on Jaegers. Something about an Indian man.
Indian man?
Yeah, an Indian man that used to belong to the Duke, that the Navy has custody over now. And
Are they
how
paying for
apparently
the actual child this time?
The
Wait, what?
only
Oh, shut up.
Indian we had sunk in our harbor.
No, it
that
was something
happen?
that it was something they said that it was a ship called like the Final Bow or the Final Bout.
The Final Bow.
Interesting.
There was a 10 gold bounty on it, and they apparently split the bounty with the Jaegers because they gave it to the Jaegers, and the Jaegers turned it over to the Navy, and they split the bounty.
Granted, they got it from the Duke in good faith because their company was getting the sleeper sickness.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And then,
That's news.
You wouldn't be able to collect anyway. The bounties are locked to. You have to be a privateer to even be able to claim them.
Oh ho! But we could pay better.
Exactly.
And even then, at that point, you get to double dip.
Yeah, but at the same time, the
Not the
information
chick.
we get, we can't talk about publicly anyway, so we couldn't even share it if we wanted to.
No, but if you know any civilians that are being harassed by them, you could encourage them to go put a bounty up on our board.
True.
I'm not saying you have to go outright saying, "Hey, I know there's a bounty on these fuckers. Can you go go to Frostthorn and get a bounty up on the board for us to cash in?" Like, just be like, "Hey, so if you're having trouble with it, with X, Y, and Z, Frostthorn's doing this. A little bit of advertisement for Horizon, maybe getting a job on the board that you can take, especially if it's a ship that you're going to be fighting."
Did she just tell us to put a bounty out on Frostthorn? Did I hear that right? That's confusing.
No.
What?
No. What the fuck?
That conversation went left in my ears. I thought you just said we should just double dip and put a bounty on us. And
No, a bounty on our board. On our board, Barlow. The board. God damn it.
A long way to travel.
But no, what I'm saying is, if you know, I'm not saying like go out and like purposely tell civilians, "Hey, I know that this ship has a bounty. Go to Froststorm and put up another bounty for it, or whatever." I'm just saying, if you know anybody who's like getting harassed by a ship that may have some infamy behind it, you can point them towards us to get a bounty on the board, and maybe get that spread out to maybe not, if not yourselves, and other groups who might be able to be equipped. That's part of that information sharing.
Aye.
Like, I know it's really, really easy to want to just like, be like, "Oh, I want this one." keep it to yourselves. But we're trying to at least find the groups that we know we can trust and keep some free information flowing between you guys, so you all stay informed and therefore stay a little bit safer while you're out.
Yeah, I would also be keen on keeping an eye on anyone that's too loose-lipped as well, because that could potentially be a leak that would endanger a lot of people.
And that is stuff that Davenport has actually specifically asked us to put in our reports to the Plu. Because hey, guess what? Guess who's reporting to the Plu now too?
That means you'll get your stuff read in 6 to 10 business days.
Yeah, why would you
Basically.
guys just like go red sale just for the heck of it?
We were actually tempted. We were ready to offer that if they had waffled on saying yes or no.
Do you have any idea how useful it would be for privateers to be in D2?
Yeah, it would have been nice, man. If only.
Well, if only the entire collection of privateers didn't exist in exactly the same quadrant, that would have also helped too.
Well, okay. Well, you could just tell Crimson Black they could have moved down here.
Exactly.
Do you not like our port? Are you upset that we have a nice home?
I think that
no choppy waters.
We should move
the
around.
choppy waters. Okay,
yes.
legitimately, the choppy waters thing was a worldwide issue. We have not had issues since things smoothed out a bit more. Yeah,
Let's go over there and nuke the whole freaking island.
Fucking Dapper has been annoying when it comes to
You know,
that.
use horses, but they use freaking horses every 15 fucking minutes at night, apparently.
Oof.
If anyone's thirsty, this water barrel's been unlocked.
Water barrels don't need to be unlocked.
Just open.
I took
Actually, not even just open. Anybody can open them.
You could just slap the lid open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, then I won't be fucking nice and try to do something as a good gesture. I'll just go find myself.
Use your fucking brain.
Anyway,
go eat your sussy noodles.
I just
Emergency.
So, Barlow, when are you coming up to get your key?
Tangent.
I can schedule something.
Sorry, I'm
let's see.
RPing.
I could possibly do it late tomorrow or Friday.
After 10 tomorrow?
I blame this on you.
Eastern?
Roughly, yeah, I could do something like that. Yeah, I could do something like that.
Okay, that's perfect. I should be awake by then.
You
Because
won't be
between
able to
7
be
and
like
10
don't
tomorrow.
blame it on you, but yeah.
Yeah, I won't be able to stay like super late like I usually do, but yeah, I can come and handle business and such.
Yeah. I plan on not actually going to the trade fair until Friday, probably. So.
When does the trade fair actually start? Is that on Thursday or is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Is it just all week?
Thursday is going to be signups for the auctions. Like they start sign up for the auctions and I think shops or something. I'm not quite sure how they're handling shops. But Friday morning is when it all kicks off, and it's supposed to go through Monday evening.
Yeah, the Navy has no clue what they're doing because we asked some of these questions. They don't have a bloody clue.
Oh, I know. Golder has changed how things are going to be run there 7 times in like the last 3 days when I've asked him about it, or he's been trying to tell me about it.
Up right now.
Oh, 6 of those times were before he got injured.
I forgot. There's an auction. What? This?
It is Golder, after all.
Oh, okay.
Are you still married to him, Miss Eleanor?
Nope, don't give a fuck.
Ouch.
Nope. He actually
It's
actually said that he divorced her because she stopped coming around, even though I know she kept going around there. He was just never fucking
was there. He was never fucking there.
I told him.
Barlow knows for a fact because he got dragged into 4 of those fucking excursions.
You should sue him for spousal support.
Oh, I know.
You should sue him for spousal support.
You should.
You know what I give a shit about? The people that actually give a shit. So, I don't care.
So the Broadsiders have Frostthorn over here, and I'm getting a lot of really good intel on freaking Crimson Black, and Strongarm is planning on going black and doing the whole Red Fist things from last season, and also the Vanguard might go black.
What ship was that?
They're being paid by pirates to gather intel on privateers. Yeah, so
Somebody just left. Some shift just left.
I think it's just chilly.
I was, but then I got into a conversation with Cedric, and then the Frostthorns showed up. So I'm kind of stuck in an RP moment where I'm learning a lot of things. I'm so sorry. And they know about you and your purple hat, by the way. Yeah, that was kind of entertaining. So, yeah, there's that. So, sorry for pulling you down here, but I couldn't hear you over everybody else talking.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Our trade fair is the next weekend, so.
Interesting.
So at least you know that one's gonna be run well. Poor Bert. That said, hey, how would you like to run security for a trade fair?
Yeah. So apparently,
That'd be nice.
Crimson Black is under contract by Broadsiders to do certain spy things. I don't know exactly what. I'll have to go back and look at the video because I'm recording the whole conversation as soon as I started hearing a bunch of rumors flying around. I don't want to get my wires crossed, so I started recording everything as soon as Frostthorn showed up. So I'll post that.
Be mindful of grid limit, etc. You're green again, Eleanor.
Right?
I'm what?
Oh my god,
You're
she's
green
so
again.
green. So, do you want me to come get you?
Hello.
You're getting faster at this. Okay, both of you.
Oh my god, y'all are the worst.
Buy me dinner first.
There is the fact that
And the
I
worst
don't know
thing
anything
is,
about that in character.
oh my, Marcus.
The Battle of the Rushes.
Oh my god,
This
look
is
at her
actually
face.
Who runs out of paint first?
This is actually funny to watch, but I hate it. It's just like there's a rave going on in her face.
I will come
Right.
get you in a few minutes. I gotta take my leave.
Party
here.
face.
Oh no, it's a win.
Oh my gosh, just
This is
It's
interesting.
word for an order.
I'm not doing
I'm
anything, and I'm
confused.
still using paint in my pocket.
Yeah,
Hi,
it's
I
still going
broke
all
you
over.
for a reason.
It's all over.
Did you read the message?
It's
Night,
still
night.
going.
I broke it.
I can't get to
Najima?
stop.
Yeah, the night night.
Break of you emote.
All that stuff above it too.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
No,
Okay. I think I might have misheard JP when I was
kind
trying
of
to,
art.
go to bed. And
You
stuff.
look like Earth.
Looks pretty cool.
So.
Earth.
Purple it's like a turtle smurf or something.
Okay.
I'm fucking dying.
What the fuck is...
I'm just gonna leave it.
Or paint.
Don't give up.
It's
They'll run out
sad.
of paint eventually. I don't know how much Marcus has, but Barlow, I know
Too
he
much.
has not much.
Probably
Barlow,
like
you
200
just
painted.
used up all your red. Is it still eating
I
the
have
paint over there?
300 green dye.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
hell, Marcus.
What the fuck?
So you ever have a ship that seems overweight when it
We have
shouldn't
a
be?
scale. No, we have a scale. We have a scale. So you're not sneaking that shit on.
Oh.
I still headed.
What the fuck
What do
is
you
going
use
on
as a
now?
scale?
Elevator.
An elevator.
An elevator. It's a weight system. You step on it, it tells you how much you weigh.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
What? Really? How?
That's good to
Oh,
know.
that's okay.
Oh,
All right.
watch
Nope,
out.
nope, 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 nope.
That's not good.
Sorry. Higgins is very, very temperamental.
See that?
It's alright. Every time I go to Frostzone, I get attacked by a dozen horses.
Fresh.
Sorry about that. Hopefully he didn't bite her too hard.
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah.
There? What's going on? I don't know what's going on.
you painting your own face now? That is a very big hat.
Oh, Marco.
Hello.
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 Oh.
She fell asleep.
Oh.
Where did everybody go?
Everybody's within range of their weight for a mission and such. So.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Hi,
Higgins has
Lottie.
been put on passive now, so he's okay.
Oh, I can't hear him.
Well, that's good. Hello, Mr. Bosley.
Hello.
Hey, Bosley. Nice hat.
I forgot what I had in that hat.
I'm so sad. You never just call
I
me
can't.
son.
Hold on.
It's always Mr. Bosley.
Well, it is a rather big hat. Do you have a big head to fill it? Oh god, that was the wrong way to put that.
No, Barlow's head is bigger
Too
than
late.
mine.
Already said it.
Missed it because I was refreshing my cheese.
I said, that is a big hat. Do you have a big head to fill it? And I said, oops, that was the wrong thing to say.
Yeah, that's just, birds of another feather.
Birds of a feather.
Another feather, yeah.
Yeah. He just doesn't want to acknowledge my existence. It's okay.
I'm still upset about what you did to your wife.
What?
I didn't do anything to my wife because I don't
She's
have
missing.
a wife.
She's
Because
fucking.
I
me
don't
and it
have
now.
a wife. I don't fucking have a wife.
You had a fat-assed wife?
I did.
I don't
Oh my god.
Lottie
I
killed his wife.
I did not do that.
have a wife.
Essentially.
Lottie is under suspicion of killing my pet.
I kept her fed. That's all.
Says the lady who kept her fed even though she couldn't actually eat anything because she was inside the building and the trough was outside the building. That doesn't make any sense, Lottie.
Well, stop leaving your window open.
The window was never
Maybe she's
open. I told you.
starved.
They are
Right,
painted
maybe she's
shut.
starved. You didn't let her
Painted
outside
shut.
to get food.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know anymore.
It's not what it's
Also-
cracked up to be.
Why don't we have junk sales on our ship?
Junk
What
ship,
do you
junk
have?
sales.
Why is everyone naked?
You know what? Valid.
It's on the Leviathan. That's why.
The
I still
Leviathan.
don't want junk sales. For the love of God, no.
What is the
Mr. Chili
Leviathan?
put them
Why
on.
is it? Why
Yes,
is it a junk ship? Why not? Explain.
We have better.
Oh, fair. You're green again.
Are you fucking kidding me? He wasn't
Stop
even
blowing
close
the
to me.
goblin when you go into the kitchen. I know he lives under the sink, but
Making them
goddamn.
angry.
Oh,
It's
you're
not
still
going
being
away.
painted. It's not going away.
Light
Actually,
up
Marcus
so
is-
mu- Oh my
Marcus!
gosh! I
Marcus!
straight.
Look at
Marcus
his
is
damn
over
rush
here.
out.
You know, if you
Simon
wore a
Straight.
wizard's hat, you would look like the Wicked Witch of the West.
I
I'm
will
pretty sure
burn
Sammy
you.
would try to drop a house on her after that.
Well, how are you gonna burn them if you have a house dropped on you?
I don't have
You know,
blue
the
eyed
enti-
slippers,
that
so I'm
entire
not Dorothy.
storybook.
Marcus.
If you ever look at that storybook
Are you
about
okay
that
over there?
entire thing, the entire argument was over women and shoes. Has
I've
nothing to
used
do with
up
anything else if you put it
150
in
green
perspective.
dye so far.
Yeah.
Like literally,
How
house
much-
dropped on Lady A.
How much dye have you used so far?
I broke him,
150.
so he has to either take the
Jesus.
dye off his pocket or he needs to just use it up on my face. So
I can
Tomato,
make
tomato.
more. It's no problem.
So you're saying that Marcus needs to
You are
keep
not
going
grabbing
to
more.
get it over your face. Got it.
You're gonna make Summer sad, Marcus.
Not no.
Why do I need to bring her more flour again?
Our spices.
Think she's still working through what you gave her.
We only gave her 30,000.
Only.
That wasn't that much.
she said a lot. She didn't. She should have really put a number on that. When you guys say a lot, we take it as literal.
I mean, we're used to Karja-sized orders, so a lot is relative.
No, we're used to Golder size orders.
True.
What happened to Karja?
Nothing. She's still a gathering machine. She's been sick lately.
Oh. I remember her from last year.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should give some good news.
Okay.
So this morning I got a letter in my inbox over there that Mr. Henry and his wife departed temporarily to sail back to London for a little bit because their expectant one is very, very close to pop out. So they wanted to be in the proper facility for such.
Nice.
Why am I in the wolf and you're not?
Because small.
I'm not. No,
I figured
Fuck's sakes, Marcus.
I have a celebration in the near future, so that'd be kind of nice.
Ain't quite fast on me.
See, well, you're
You're
not
kind
quite
of slow.
new,
You're kind
so
of
you
getting
can't
tired.
be quite on top. Wait, that came out wrong.
Someone needs to confiscate Marcus's paintbrush.
I found a stick the other day. I don't think
You
those
act like
work
I don't
anymore.
have 5 of them.
What if you just knock him into the water?
You know, honestly, if you give Miss Eleanor those throwing knives and such, she has a very Gamora-esque tone about her right now. Very fitting, I think.
No, you gotta call her Fiona because she's an ogre.
That's only when she's being really. I mean, yeah, you're right.
It's the She-Hulk.
Fiona, Fiona, Fiona.
Hurry up with them knives.
Run, Marcus, run.
I need to move out of the way.
Don't bring a knife to a throwing knife fight.
What?
I need to bring more
Why the hell was
knives
that
when I
dagger
come down
green?
here.
On the bright side, you can't miss where the fuck she's hiding. She's fucking glowing.
I saw a ship today, and its name was Pickle.
Ooh, sounds delicious.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I
hit
was
somebody.
excited.
I hate pickles with a
I
passion.
love them. They're so good.
I don't like pickles.
I like pickles.
Not the person, the food.
Oh, I meant the food. I like pickles the food. I didn't know there was a pickles the
I'll
person.
eat a,
Yeah,
I'll eat a pickle
ran into
pizza.
them the other day.
I like pickle pizza.
I heard about that yesterday. I found it looks weird, but I guess you can never.
Yeah.
You can't say no to something if you haven't tried it.
Wow.
Why? Jesus Christ.
Ow!
Ow!
Jesus Christ.
That's not good.
Right in the eye socket.
Oh my god. He might need a doctor.
Well, that's one way to catch him in.
She's already married.
To you?
No.
To several people, including me.
I'm gonna go find a turtle
Are they
now.
allowed to play with others?
Ow! Ow! Off they go.
It's so to risk
Jax, do I have?
Have fun.
He's a unicorn.
Ow! Ow! Fuck.
Yep. Gotta get Dr. Turpin on that.
Trip.
Oh, you mother flower.
How the fuck?
You missed.
I spread my legs dangerously.
Oh god.
I'd
I
say
got nothing.
dangerous. Oh, they dodge. What a dodge.
Did somebody paint the whole?
Oh my god, that's a
Oh no.
In my defense, I had a hook out of my forehead, so yeah, I didn't notice it.
You had a hook in your eye.
Fucking Marcus.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is starting to turn into the Emerald City. I think I'm gonna stop.
Next thing you know, all your buildings will turn green
That's
one
gonna
by one
hurt
by
in the
one.
morning.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Blackhand. Or Broadsiders, sorry.
What the hell did you just call us?
What?
Go
I
visit
kind
Harry.
of like that company name.
There's a ship that just.
Oh no! Shut
I
up,
will
Zach.
scuttle all our ships.
It's got a ring to it.
I have no idea where Black Can came from. I don't even think they're a company.
Don't worry about it.
They were around a long time ago in some other
the repair
long
hammer
sea
gonna
stuff.
repair
Probably
no-
one
no,
that
your
saw
life
that
right now.
brig just hit the wall up there.
Don't you dare!
Yeah, I saw
Bring
it
the head
too.
over.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Just
behave.
chilly things.
You gonna
They
behave?
being chilly.
Guess
At
not.
least they're hitting your walls and not
damn, you
your,
have a hard
know,
fucking
your
head.
horse.
Well, now that I know that there is a auction going on, I need to actually head home and look through my junk and see if I can put anything in auction.
Each auction period, I don't know how often they're gonna have auctions, but I know Golder said there's only gonna be 20 items, people, animals, whatever for auction,
Per auction
like per
time.
slot.
I have an Ornette spool somewhere.
I have a jar of
quite a
dirt.
few rare items that might come in handy, but I would only put
You
one
wouldn't-
of my most precious items up for sale.
You wouldn't happen to have a depleted arcane ring, would you?
I can check my junk. It'll take a moment.
I'm gonna keep it on shot. Chest.
For fuck's sakes, do you know how hard it is to break off from conversations from those fuckers? I've got... Yeah, I'm at the Broadsiders in my boat, and Frostthorn's here talking shit about Crimson Black, so... Yep. Well, yeah, but they're the only thing they're talking shit about is something about an Indian that belonged to the Duke. Yeah. And apparently Strong Arm's hiring pirates to do dirty business. I've got it all... I've got a crap ton of, like, recording right now, so... Mm-hmm. Should I write it in German? I gotta mute.
Then we came down
Fucking
here, and like
years,
the
like,
last
really?
like grid and a half before we got here were the only place where there were things.
I do not have any rings on board my ship, but then again, my junk stash at home had been raided for a bunch of cannonballs, so...
Nah.
You just punched him in the testicles.
Well,
if you find
And-
any depleted
My God.
arcane rings, I will pay for them.
Okay.
Inequality.
Alright. Any other kind of rings? Cedric said he was a fan of rings. What kind of rings was Cedric looking for?
Any
Wedding.
rings, anything but iron.
I might have something really nice if it hasn't been raided out of my stash. I actually really need
Ooh.
to lock my door.
I had one of those arcane rings once, but I gave it to Cedric for his collection, and then he gave it away to someone.
Well, I'm gonna go home
They
and
get
check
married.
my stashes anyways. If I do find one, I will bring you one. And then Cedric, if I find a really nice ring, I'll bring it to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Well, folks,
But
it
yeah.
was a pleasure talking to you this evening. And listening.
Jackie, I'm not sure if you heard, but we gave Tale back.
Oh, I did not hear that, but I understand.
No, he wanted to go back.
Damn.
Right.
Oh, I figured he
You'll
was
have
just
to
really
deal-
hard to work with.
No, it's really annoying when he disappears for 8 hours at a time when he tells us he's only going to be gone for 4.
Yeah.
Just finding what you report all the time.
But
This sounds like something I do.
well, on the
Tolly's
sign
like a
out, he always
frisbee.
puts out he's going to be gone for 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and then we don't fucking hear anything from him. And then we have to go do a search and rescue because we're very serious about safety. And then we fucking find him on the Jaeger support anyway.
Well, he's like
Do me
a
a favor.
frisbee. You throw him and he just comes right back. No, that's a boomerang.
But do
I'm
me a
sorry.
favor, though. Do me a favor, though. I already asked Jurgen and Nobili. You make sure that man fucking sleeps.
I tell that to Javier, but yeah, I'll tell
Knock him out
Tolly
if
he
you
needs to
have
go
to.
sleep.
Yeah.
Do it to the horse.
He says the last few weeks have been great because he's gotten 8-hour, nights of sleep. I'm like, cool. Keep up that tradition when you go back to the Jaegers then. And he's like, well, no. I'm about to have you guys all on Tale gets the fucking sleep watch.
Or no. They need to report it to me. And I will make him go to sleep.
Just throw him in a fucking cage and change the
Bert
lock.
will bring over the reset button.
Alright, I'll let them know. I mean, I tell Tolly all the time, go the fuck to sleep. You know, it's kind of like I read that book to him. Go the fuck to sleep.
Just tell him that if he doesn't go the fuck to sleep, Retta will find out.
Will do.
Just tell him I will find out.
Retta and Bert will find out.
I got one of those rings, Retta.
Thank you
Our
again for
depleted
the
arcane
food and
ones?
hospitality.
Yeah.
I see.
I thought we were doing a Congo line.
Congo?
Be safe on your journeys.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Cedric. It was nice to meet you again.
Can I have it?
Nice to
And
meet
I
you.
can pay you for it later.
Okay. Yeah, just
Bye.
Bye.